Are you a fan of thought-provoking science fiction? Do you enjoy classic Hollywood actors gracing the silver screen? If so, you might find George Lucas' 1971 movie THX 1138 intriguing. This dystopian sci-fi film raises questions about conformity and individuality in a controlled society. Perhaps you have a particular scene or moment in this movie that has had a lasting impact on you. Or maybe you have a favorite classic Hollywood actor among the cast. We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. Now, let's dive into some random facts about the show. THX 1138 is George Lucas' feature film directorial debut, and it predates his iconic Star Wars saga. The film stars Robert Duvall, who gives a remarkable performance as the titular character THX 1138. It's a thought-provoking journey into a futuristic world that challenges our perceptions of conformity and freedom. What's your most cherished memory or personal experience related to this movie? Share it with us in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. It's your turn to be the critic and the storyteller. Don't hold back, we want to hear from you. THX 1138 is a 1971 dystopian science fiction film directed by George Lucas, marking his feature film debut. The movie is set in a sterile, oppressive future society where humanity's emotions and desires are suppressed through medication, and citizens are assigned alphanumeric codes as names. The titular character, THX 1138, is a worker in a factory that produces android police officers. He begins to question the society's control mechanisms after accidentally ceasing his medication and falling in love with his roommate, LUH 3417. Their illicit romance is discovered, leading to their arrest and eventual escape from the underground city. The film's unique style is characterized by its minimalist, stark visuals, and a haunting electronic score. THX 1138 explores themes of individuality, dehumanization, and the consequences of an overly controlling government. It made a significant impact on popular culture, serving as an early indicator of George Lucas' talent as a filmmaker and his interest in the dystopian genre, which would later inform his work on Star Wars. The film's enduring influence can be seen in its thought-provoking portrayal of a dehumanized future, which continues to resonate with audiences and remains a cult classic in the science fiction genre. The 1971 movie THX 1138 contains intentional violations of the 180 rule in filmmaking to convey disorientation and confusion as the protagonist, THX, emerges from drug-induced sedation. This creative choice adds to the movie's unique atmosphere and the viewer's understanding of THX's experience. Furthermore, all holograms on the television in the film are African American, including the character SRT, who escapes into the real world, and the voice of OMM. This casting decision has raised interesting discussions about the symbolism and social commentary present in the movie. Additionally, a sample from THX 1138 is featured at the beginning of the Nine Inch Nails song Mr. Self-Destruct on the album The Downward Spiral, demonstrating the film's lasting impact on popular culture. These aspects, combined with the film's dystopian themes, make THX 1138 a noteworthy and thought-provoking piece of cinema from the early 1970s. In the 1971 movie THX 1138, George Lucas used telephone dial tones, which were pitch-shifted and electronically modified, to create many of the electronic sound effects heard in the film. These unique sound effects added to the movie's futuristic atmosphere and set it apart from other sci-fi films of the time. Additionally, to provide the voices of the unseen overseers and announcers, Lucas collaborated with the San Francisco-based theater group, The Committee. He gave them brief character outlines and allowed the actors and actresses to improvise all of the overheard dialogue in the movie, further contributing to the film's distinctiveness. These creative choices not only showcased George Lucas' innovative approach to filmmaking, but also contributed to the immersive and otherworldly experience of THX 1138, making it a memorable piece of science fiction cinema. And that's a glimpse into the interesting behind-the-scenes details of the 1971 movie THX 1138. This film, THX 1138, was born from George Lucas' student project at USC, Electronic Labyrinth THX 1138 4EB. After gaining recognition for his unusual short film, Lucas got the chance to direct a feature-length version. The movie starred Robert Duvall and was produced by Francis Ford Coppola under his company American Zoetrope. Although Zoetrope and the movie both faced financial failure, the attention it garnered led Lucas to create successful films like American Graffiti and eventually Star Wars, Episode IV: A New Hope. Interesting how a student project kickstarted a legendary filmmaker's career. Some dialogue in the film was borrowed from Richard Nixon's speeches. And that's the story of THX 1138, a film that set the stage for George Lucas' cinematic journey. The making of THX 1138 after completion of photography. Francis Ford Coppola scheduled a year for George Lucas to complete post-production. Lucas edited the film on a German-made KEM flatbed editor in his Mill Valley house by day, with Walter Murch editing sound at night. The two would compare notes when they changed over. Murch compiled and synchronized the sound montage, which includes all of the overhead voices heard throughout the film, radio chatter, announcements, etc. The bulk of the editing was finished by mid-1970. This fact offers a glimpse into the meticulous post-production work that went into the 1971 movie THX 1138. George Lucas and Walter Murch played integral roles in shaping the film's final sound and visual elements, demonstrating the dedication and precision that marked this dystopian sci-fi classic. The movie's unique auditory and visual design contributed to its lasting impact in the science fiction genre. THX 1138 is more than just a science fiction film. It's a testament to the creative talent and innovation that went into making it a cinematic masterpiece. The 1971 movie THX 1138, directed by George Lucas, was filmed in various locations. One notable scene was the underground chase near the end, which was shot in an unfinished section of the Caldecott Tunnel in Oakland, California. This location added a unique and eerie atmosphere to the film's dystopian setting. Additionally, the studio sequences in the movie were filmed on stages in Los Angeles. One stage, in particular, measured 100 feet long by 150 feet wide, and was used for the white limbo sequences, contributing to the film's stark and clinical visual style. To provide a large number of extras, George Lucas collaborated with the Seaton Drug Rehabilitation Facility. Many recovering drug users from Seaton were cast as extras in the film, and their requirement to be shaved bald for the drug program aligned with the film's aesthetic. Interestingly, the Seaton facility is mentioned in Philip K. Dick's science fiction novel Volleys, creating a connection between the film and the literary world. These unique filming locations and casting choices contributed to the distinct look and feel of THX 1138, making it a memorable part of cinematic history. As we wrap up this cinematic journey, I'd like to leave you with a thought-provoking reflection on the 1971 classic, THX 1138. This dystopian masterpiece, directed by the legendary George Lucas, has transcended time, leaving a profound mark on the hearts and minds of viewers for over 5 decades. THX 1138 invites us to a world of conformity, suppression, and the relentless pursuit of individuality in the face of a dehumanizing society. Its stark, minimalist visuals and haunting score create an atmosphere that lingers long after the credits roll. But what truly makes this film timeless is its exploration of the struggle for freedom, identity, and the resilience of the human spirit. Now, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on your personal connection to THX 1138. What emotions does it stir within you? What messages do you find relevant in today's world? Whether it's the haunting dystopian imagery, the thought-provoking themes, or the brilliant performances, I encourage you to share your favorite memories or thoughts about this cinematic gem. Your insights and experiences add to the rich tapestry of perspectives that make movies like THX 1138 so enduring. Your unique viewpoint could inspire someone else to revisit this classic, or view it for the very first time. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of THX 1138. And for sharing your thoughts and memories. It's been a pleasure to embark on this cinematic journey with you. Until our next adventure in the world of film, stay curious and keep those memories alive. Thank you for your time and interest.